Is your steak feeling stale? Need a treat for your meat? Worry not. Here's a bold idea that'll have you bringing the flavor in no time.
You know what? I am gonna have that third steak after all. Go ahead and put that order in now, please and thank you.
There's a good reason why steak tastes so good. It all comes down to the Maillard reaction, otherwise known as the browning process. This chemical reaction is the secret behind the best parts of our favorite foods, such as the crispy crust on seared meats, the aroma of perfectly caramelized fried onions, and the richness of roasted coffee beans. It's no news to carnivores that basting a steak with butter makes it taste even better. This also comes down to the Maillard reaction, as the proteins in the hot butter quickly cook and add color to any pale areas of the steak when spooned over the top, resulting in a flavorful golden brown crust. Plus, since butter is mostly fat, it helps to keep the meat moist and prevent it from drying out. Just remember to first sear your steak in oil that has a high smoke point before adding the butter toward the end of the cooking process. This will prevent the butter from burning and turning the meat bitter. It's no wonder why chefs the world over like to add a healthy pat of butter to their favorite cuts of steak. This common ingredient has the ability to transform ordinary beef into succulent, restaurant-worthy steaks, especially if you infuse it with a little extra flavor. In fact, YouTuber Adam Ragusa insists in one video that seasoning the butter you're using to baste a steak is a better way to add flavor than simply seasoning the steak. He loves the flavor of garlic with steak, but makes the point that if he were to marinate the meat with minced cloves, they would burn as soon as the steak hit the grill. Instead, he slathers the steaks with large spoonfuls of garlic butter when they're nearly finished. This way, the residual heat cooks the garlic to the right level and melts the butter, which seeps through the meat as it rests. Plus, by flavoring the butter instead of the steak, you can more easily control the seasonings that are introduced to your meat, as you can simply taste test the butter on a piece of bread. This isn't to say that you shouldn't still season your steak, however. TV chef Samin Nosrat swears by salting meat in advance, as this allows the salt to permeate the steak and flavor it from the inside out. Even Ragusa himself still sprinkles his steaks with salt before they hit the grill. But if you're adding any other flavorings to your steak, such as garlic or herbs, you're best mixing them with basting butter so they don't burn in the pan. As you might expect, the options are limitless when it comes to flavoring your steak butter. You're essentially making a type of compound butter, which is just fancy speak for butter combined with any kind of sweet or savory ingredients. Besides garlic and herbs, one great flavoring for your steak might be Chianti butter. Red wine and red meat are a classic pairing, so why not allow the acidity of some Tuscan wine to complement the richness of your steak butter? For Southwestern-inspired flavors, barbecue expert Jess Pryle's Ancho Chili and Lime butter packs a smoky yet bright punch, while her charred scallion butter is perfect for those who love sweet and savory combinations. Another technique is to take inspiration from tried and tested steak sauces, like the Dijon mustard in Diane sauce or the shallots and peppercorns in au poivre sauce. And of course, you can make up your own ideas for steak butter too. Choosing ingredients that you personally love will make your finished meal all the more suited to your taste buds. Just remember that when it comes to quality steak, simplicity almost always wins. Your steak butter doesn't need to have a long ingredients list, just a few flavorful extras to infuse your steak with that aromatic goodness.